What is good, everyone? Hope you guys had a decent day yesterday. I, for one, had a good day. So I kind of just started recording a little bit earlier than I usually do, just because we are in a zone of interest and market opens up in 15 minutes. So I'm kind of interested in this area because if we look at the 377R, there is my model entry pops up on that time frame, as well as on the 144. Now we got some tunes going on. It's nice. Yeah, I might take an entry here. If I enter here and then I stop below this low, there's a big sell order here. I'm close to entering. We have the close above this zone on the 21 as well as the 34. It is important to note that we are kind of in a supply area. We had the 21R just close. Could take the entry around here.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Stop is going to be just below this low. Yeah, and then once price hits that level, we're gonna go break even. Oh, it's pretty much there. Nice. All right, break even. Whoa, took a little bit of time to get to break even. Now we just wait and see. But yeah, I do have high conviction that price should kind of keep going up. That's just because of the higher time frame that aligns with this other high time frame. But might get stopped out here. That's what it's kind of giving. Pretty close. Yeah, if this hits, then we'll be done with a day before market opens, which is always nice. Yeah, I mean, ideally I don't want my break even to be hit.
Stop filled.
Yeah, there we go. It just got filled. And you see how I got filled? I had the break even line right above this entry, probably like 80 at 25081. But it stopped me out like a few ticks lower, which is unfortunate because now I'm down either 15 to 30 bucks just from that, which is a little annoying, but that's whatever. Yeah, so we're still in that area of interest, but I would like to see price kind of hit. We didn't hit the exact zone I was interested in, which is right here, this blue zone. But I would be interested in longs after that zone is hit. And I did just take a tiny little chance here. I know this was like a little bit of a sketchy area to kind of enter along though, because this is a little bit of supply zone. If this is an up close, I might try to enter with the stop just below this low. I might just wait another 10 minutes for market to open. There was some like speakers going on at like 6 and at 7. But no major data. I think there was maybe like a little bit of data being released at 7, maybe. But then again, maybe it wasn't anything like too grand. Let's put my good indicator on the percent. So market opens in 9 minutes. So we're just kind of waiting and seeing what happens. Okay. You see, this is always, it's such a good thing that, you know, we move our stop to break even, because it is kind of going against us right now. I didn't really get to draw out my levels because I saw that opportunity. But you can see from yesterday, let's do that. You can see from yesterday, I have this low volume node drawn out right here, and look at that rejection. It was just a clear straight rejection, which is kind of crazy. I mean, it's nice that it happened. I mean, it would have been nice if, like, you know, I took an entry here and then I just took my exit down there. But obviously that doesn't really happen. So I just got to finish drawing out my zones. And remember, I am using chat to help me with my zones as well. Oh, actually, I need to see the pre-market POC first. Ooh, also, it took out this liquidity, so I'm interested in taking it along here, to be honest. My stop below the low. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I guess it didn't get filled, or it didn't click really. So I guess it's just not meant to be. I thought I clicked it, but I guess it's just not meant to be. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it then. I'll just continue drawing the zones.
Order filled.
Oh, what? What? Whoa. Why does it do that now? Huh? Am I just gonna have to close? Yeah. What's going on? Whoa, what's going on? What is happening? Whoa, something.
Order canceled. Order canceled.
What is going on? What is happening?
Order filled.
Alright, I just had to manually flatten off. That was like, what was that all about? Now I'm down like $100 on each side. I mean, it's fine because, you know, I would have entered right there. That's just interesting. I mean, we are at that this area that I'm interested in. Oh, damn, you just saw that? Just went straight down. Okay, guess we're gonna start off pre-market down $100. Whatever, guess that's fine. So we're at the 25.06. The high is at 90. So like we are in a supply area for sure. The next demand zone that chat is telling me about $24.6? No. 24,880 maybe? From 940. It's around here. Yeah, there's a pre-market, or there's a point of control there, good volume there. So at 940, yeah, I could see this 940. And there's a little bit of a low volume node there from 940 to 880. All right, yeah, I could see that from there. This will be a demand zone. I'm very interested in this area, for sure. For sure. Let's keep seeing. And I'm just gonna draw the supply zone at 04. So pretty much the area that we're in right now is like the supply zone. I'm gonna make this just a little bit higher, like there. Supply. And if we do break up here, this is a little bit of a supply zone at 25.16 to 200. Supply. But I need to put this back onto the weekly. And let's see if this zone is valid. Yeah, there's a big point of control there. Yeah, and this kind of starts with this point of control and this low volume node to the higher volume. So yeah, I guess that's fine. So I guess we'll leave it like this for now. Price may want to continue down because you can kind of see that we're kind of above this value area high and the point of control's down there. That was a crazy lag glitch. It's kind of unfortunate, I would say. Yeah, I also think like lately when I've been trying to trade pre-market, it just really hasn't been going too well for me, I would say. So I might just stop doing that because you can see we're already down like $100 pre-market. It'll be interesting to see what the 377 candle does. Because with that, I could definitely aim for at least 20 points. We are in the retracement area on the 233 and on the 377. The 377 and 233 both don't really have the best order flow to it, I would say.
Order submitted.
Break even. I'm just not risking it.
Stop filled.
Alright, got filled out. This 89 candle is able to close to the top side, then I might re-enter. Market's open now. Just we're in that interesting area. 89 is close to closing. It just closed up.
Order submitted.
Gonna take a long entry, break even.
Stop filled.
Stopped out. 65. It's a little hard, I would say, in this area for longs, just because we are in that supply area, the supply zone. I am still very much tempted to go long. If we can get a little bit of retracement here, because 144 candle did just close. And potential delta reversal because it has negative deltas. And I need to also put the percent on here. Yeah, you can see we're pushing up. Definitely could have held. The 144 is looking really good. I might enter if we can maintain this momentum. Okay, we're pushing back a little bit, but still really good momentum. Still really good, what do you call it? Bullishness. Okay, it's actually just close to the downside now, so I'm not too sure anymore. 377 candle still hasn't closed to the top side. $233 candle did close, and we did get a nice model, but I did not see that. I was paying attention to the 89. We did get a rejection or a little tiny bounce in this area. I might go for a little long. Oh, the 55 is already here. What's the 34 look like? Okay. On the 233, we were able to touch that 50% area. I'm still, I would say, long biased for sure. At least for right now. But you just gotta be patient and wait and see what happens. Because market did just open, so it can go one way, but then just reverse out of nowhere. And we are in that supply zone area. Yeah, we might get another potential models play right here if the 55 can kind of close above this zone. But we also need the 34 range to close above here. I do think we will we do have a good potential to keep going up, just because the 233 was able to close off the previous 55 range model that occurred that I didn't see. I was too preoccupied with the 89. Okay, now we get rid of this zone because the 55 closed. If we break below these lows, then we gotta look for a different opportunity. Still haven't broken below this lows. Alright, yeah, now we broke below the lows. Price setting definitely at an interesting area. We're at yesterday's rejection. Oh, actually, we on the 144, we do reject and we do get our model. We have the high, we have the low, then we get tiny high, tiny low. So I could enter, but it's kind of going against the higher time frame trends. So I'm gonna draw it out, and if the 144 ends up closing to the top side, then I do think we will keep pushing up. But if this 144 candle closes to the downside, then there might be more potential room for the downside. Yeah. But I can't go against the bigger trend, the bigger time frame, which is showing me that we might want to go long. Well, the 144 actually just closed, and it is fairly bearish. Let's see. You see now, so it closed, the 144 closed down here, but we kind of pushed right back up. If we get another model entry here, then I might have to go long, or short, excuse me. I might have to go short here if this model is completed. If we break above this high, then the short is gone. All right, we broke above that high. I mean, I'm still a little bit on the long bias side, I would say, for now, just because the higher time frames is telling me so. But as I said before, if this 133 candle gives me an opportunity to, or the 144 candle gives me an opportunity to go short, then I might have to take some shorts, or at least try. But it seems like price is kind of just consolidating within this area. Hasn't really done much. And are we gonna break this high? Not yet. No, haven't had a confirmed break below this zone yet. Yeah, no. So remove that. If we break these highs, there's a chance that there will be a nice opportunity on the 55R to go long. Now that I'm gonna draw a next potential zone there. Okay, we do get that close, so it seems like we will want to keep pushing down. Let's have a retracement back into this area.
Order submitted.
Break even. Really close to exiting or hitting my target.
Target filled.
Nice. Okay. The 233 close to the downside. There was no I didn't see any setup. The 377 now, let's check, because if the 377 closes to the downside, then we should be going short for sure. Yeah, we almost got stopped out here as well. Good thing we didn't. So I'm no longer worried about anything on the 233 because as you can see that we kind of broke outside of this range. So only thing I would be interested in on the 233 is if we have a retracement back up to here, then I could look on the 55. And on the 377, I'm kind of just waiting for this candle to close because we did have that nice setup on the 89R to the long side. But if it doesn't pan out, then it is what it is. Like, I'll be looking for shorts. I'll definitely be short biased. But as of right now, long term, I am still a little long biased. I'm just waiting for this candle to close and see what happens. And from that, then we'll have a better idea of which direction we should go in. So it seems like we are coming into that 233 area, the retracement zone, as well as on the 34. Yeah. So now I could definitely look for shorts if I'm still interested in the shorts. But, we're still respecting this zone area on the 377 and the 89R to the long side. So until we kind of reject that and keep going down, then I'll be short biased. But if not, I'm still somewhat long biased, even though we are in the supply zone area. We did have a rejection there. I'm gonna draw another zone here. Psych, just got rid of it. We just broke this high. If we break this high right here, then there will be no short entry for me. All right, we broke that high, so no short entry. Let's just remove that. I remember I said I'm still long biased as well. But I was able to take a very quick tiny short there. But overall, still long biased. So if we take a look at the lows of the 377, it is around around 25,020. So if we just take another 100 points above that, and then minus a few, it'll probably be around 25,015 that we might end up closing to the longs. So maybe somewhere around here. Then I forgot I have this crap on. Snap mode, bar and object on. Which is fine. So I just gotta know somewhere around this area is where that candle closes. And I might take that entry. Let me see how the 233 candle looks. Closed bullish before. Right now it's forming a nice bearish or bullish candle on both the 144 and on the 233. Yeah, it seems like we want to keep pushing higher. So if the 144 candle right now closes very bullish, so it has that blue color to it, then I will take an entry long. The 377 candle did just close. And the next area of interest is up here in the 160s. So should be able to get, my quick 10 points. Seems like 144 candle's about to close soon. No, just kidding. Okay, we're rejecting. Okay, the 144 isn't as strong as I was kind of looking for. Okay, now it's getting some momentum back, some strength. This is what I'm seeing right here. You see it's still like blue, so there's still like a lot of bullish behavior behind it. But if this closes to the downside, it's not gonna be blue anymore. Yeah, you see it's starting to go to the downside, which is fine for us because since we know we are long biased due to the 89R and the 377R. So now we get that close and we get an arrow. So we have the positive deltas and everything. So this could be a delta reversal actually. But since this 377 candle was able to close, I am still interested in longs, especially since we are retracing into good retracement zones. Let's see. So we're in a retracement area on the 233. So just looking at the 55R to see if we get any good entries. Let's look at the volume profile real quick, see what's kind of happening. A lot of volume kind of forming here where there was a low volume node. Price did break yesterday's high, and there was a big sell-off from yesterday's high, as you can see right here. So there could be a lot of people's stops above here. Price kind of just ran right above it. On the 15-minute, you can see from this high to there, you can see that price literally just swept up there. But I don't know if the price is going to be able to maintain this slow push up, because it has been pushing up pretty much all pre-market, which is a little dangerous, I would say, to kind of go long now that I think about it. I wouldn't be surprised to, see price kind of come back and down into this area. But there is a bit of a low volume node right here at 25024. And we did just get a pretty nice bearish close on the 144 right after this potential reversal play. So it's kind of making me believe that we are actually going to be going down. So I might shift my bias from long to short, especially if this 377 candle does close to the downside, which it's looking like it might. Like you can see the candle before, it had some pretty decent bearish deltas in order flow, but yet it closed up. And now we do just get that. Down close. So I am shifting my bias a little bit, and especially if we go below this 520 area, my bias is definitely shifted. Just look at that rejection on the 15-minute. It took out the yesterday's high, and now we're just going down. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bounce, somewhere in this area, which we actually literally are just doing right now. And then I would say if we can kind of get below there, then we should be able to go towards this point of control, 918, so about 100 points down. Yeah, you can even see on this, we literally just bounced right off of it. Excuse me. 233. Yeah, right now it's just a waiting game. Yeah, and if I pull out the 1 minute, we can kind of see that we're kind of just ranging in this whole area right here. So we have market open here, and then we're just kind of ranging in this area. And the fact that we're still within the supply zone kind of tells me that price may want to, take a step higher actually. And now look at this as well. We get another double arrow right here on the 144, and we had one right there. So price really doesn't know what it wants to do. Doesn't know if it wants to go down, doesn't know if it wants to go up, because this is another potential reversal to the upside. This was a potential reversal to the downside. We did touch a retracement zone area on the 144 though. So let's kind of see what happens. Nothing interesting on the 233. We're not in any good areas. On the 89 though, we are, on the 377 hour, we are in a retracement zone. We actually do have a zone actually right now. I'm gonna draw it real quick. Right here. If we get this up close, I might enter. Yeah.
Order submitted.
I stop below this low. Alright, now we just kind of wait and see what is happening. I do see more buying pressure as of right now. Yeah. Now we gotta get ready to go to break even. Let's see. We just need a decent push. Just 5 points, and then we just need to get to break even. right, break even. And
Stop filled.
dang, that's unfortunate. Stop filled. 89 candle did just close, so I may try to take another entry if I can see a good opportunity. If this is an up close, I might enter. This is based off of 377. I'm tempted to re-enter.
Order submitted.
Yeah, and we're back in. Stop below the low. And almost just a little bit more higher push. All right, break even.
Target filled.
All right, nice, target filled. And just like that, we're done for the day. Yeah, and this is also pretty good. I could definitely enter again because the 144 actually closed very bullish here. But I'm not going to enter again. So you see, it's just a matter of reading the market, honestly, because market is just kind of consolidating within this 80-ish point range, 90 point range maybe. So just looking at the market, analyzing, looking at the higher time frames, looking at the volume profile, seeing the order flow, just kind of getting a mix of all of that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We are kind of retracing to the downside right now, which makes sense. We are in a supply zone area, so ideally shorts do make that more sense, I would say. But I re-entered this position because I just kind of liked seeing how there was like this potential reversal setup, but then the following candle we closed to the upside. Ooh, if this is a blue candle, that would be another good spot to enter with this forming candle, because that's another good reversal pattern, or decent reversal pattern. But you see, it really didn't. So let's see what the 233 is doing. Yeah, we're in a retracement area on the 233 actually. So considering that this was based off of the 89, now we're on the 233. We are in a retracement area, so like as long as this low right here might be a little hard to see, but as long as this low is not broken, then we could have a play to the upside. I mean, I'm not gonna take any of these plays, but it's just something to look at. So this would be the zone. Yeah, so right now everything's kind of leading me towards long. So I'll definitely not taking this on my funded futures, but maybe I'll try to take it on the per dia. Actually, no, I'm not gonna take it at all, but we're just gonna wait and see what happens. Almost get that touch into this zone. Let me move it out a little longer, a little bit more. Okay, so we get that touch, and I would probably enter right now, honestly, because on the 20, oh, actually, no, I wouldn't, I'm looking at the 21 range. We got to wait for the 34 range to kind of be able to close. And we get that close right now. So I would enter long right now. I would have entered at the 67 area. But with that push up, I would have tried to put my stop loss right to break even. And I probably would have gotten stopped out right about here. And if I was fortunate enough to not get a stopped out, then we might have hit my PT. But yeah, anyways, like even though it went up here, I definitely would have had my stop around here. And I may or may have not gotten stopped out. Who knows? But yeah, so just with those few trades, we're done for the day. You know, I did have a little bit of a hiccup, I would say, pre-market. So I think I'm not going to be trading pre-market honestly anymore because it doesn't seem to go well for me. Even if I do see the opportunity, I can just keep that in the back of my head so I can try to analyze what and where market wants to kind of go. So that's what I'm going to kind of do. But yeah, also, like, since I said before, the fact that we're still kind of consolidating in this supply zone area makes me think that this supply zone might want to break easily. Because you can see that we've touched this area multiple times, and we keep making higher highs and everything like that. And we still weren't able to make it like even a lower low right here. Kind of break the low slow. And if we look at the 15-minute, and it's a little bit messy. Let me get rid of that. You can see that the red candle, it was able to wick below. Let me hide the drawings real quick. So we're able to see that, you know, we took out yesterday's liquidity up here, yesterday's high. And then, you know, price was definitely going down. It looked very bearish. It looked very bearish, not bullish. But price ultimately, once it hit that low volume node, it kind of had a nice bounce off of it. And we're still staying within that supply zone. So to me, it just signals that this supply zone that I had drawn out, it's a weak supply zone. It's not really that strong. And like a good strong supply zone is, I'll show you, is like, you can see here, we kind of just bounce right out of it. Here, we bounce right out of it. This low volume node, we kind of stay in there for a little bit, but it wasn't in there for like multiple touches. And by multiple touches, I mean like, you know, 10 plus touches and like breaking new highs inside of the zone. But in this zone, we've been in here for like at least 10 candles, and you know, we're breaking higher highs and everything. So to me, it signals that it's a little bit of a week, and I wouldn't be surprised if price continues to go up to the 200s. But you know, I also wouldn't be surprised if we go down to this point of control area. I wouldn't be surprised. You just kind of got to see what market wants to kind of be doing. And also, since the 233 candle still hasn't closed, we had that potential move, that potential play to the upside here, but the 233 candle was not able to close up. It actually just closed to the downside, and it has, you know, decent deltas and everything. So this leads me to believe that we are actually going to keep moving down instead of up, which is, you know, it's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm not trading anymore. I'm just kind of analyzing and just looking. That's all we're doing. So like now we're on the 34 time frame, just kind of seeing what's happening, and we can see that we also got like a model here for the shorts. We reach into this retracement area. We have this high, this low, boom, tiny high, tiny low, rejection, entry, profit target hit. Yeah, prices, I think today is one of those days where price, it looks like, you know, price wants to go long, but then it looks like it wants to go short. And, you know, this past half an hour, I've been telling you guys like, oh, you know, I'm long bias right now. Oh, I'm switching my bias to shorts. And I've kind of been in and out of that. I would say right now I'm definitely leaning more towards shorts, just based off how the candles kind of look. But, you know, you gotta kind of go with the flow of the market, and it doesn't always stay how you think it's gonna go. So like now, I would low-key switch my opinion of going short if this up-close candle is able to close to the upside, because we have my model set up here, and it's based off the 233. So, you know, I don't know. I think today's just one of those days where market's just gonna consolidate in this area, and then, you know, maybe around 8, so like in an hour or so, it's just gonna go one direction, and it'll probably be fairly quickly. Because it's also a little contradicting right now too, because on the 233, we had a 55 setup here. We have a setup on the 89. So to me, that was like, all right, yeah, we're gonna go long. So, or I mean, I don't think I took an entry here. I was kind of just looking and analyzing. But, you know, here we had that 55 range occur based off the retracement into a retracement zone, which was somewhere down here. And we're looking for that 233 candle to close up. But it doesn't close up, it closes down. So then you switch your bias to, okay, you know what, I'm gonna look for potential short entry. And, you know, you can do that and probably would have gotten it on the 144. But then on the 55, we just have this setup right here. And you can see that the setup is kind of failing. And we're retracing back up into the 233. And actually, since this setup failed, we actually have another setup here. Have another setup here. So we could see if price wants to respect that area or in that zone. And if this 233 candle is able to close to the downside, then I would actually feel extremely comfortable taking another short, which I'm not going to do because I already made my profit for the day, so there's no need to. But yeah, so this was a sign that we're going to be reversed to the downside. So overall, I would be short biased. And also on the 377, we get that this candle is a down close. This candle was an up close. I don't even really know what I'm trying to say, to be honest, because I kind of forget the scenario that I was in before. But yeah, you know, you just got to look at the market, analyze it, and just follow your model. Because the market can definitely be tricky, especially on a day like today, where, you know, it looks like it wants to go long, but then it looks like it wants to go short. So today's definitely a day, at least early, like during the market. Today's a day where, you know, you kind of got to be in and out. Because look, there's also this 55 area here, but then we also have an opportunity on this 34 right here. We have that retracement zone, and then our model plays out, and then pretty much just wait for that up close. You can wait on the up close on the 21 range. And it had an up close right here, so I would just probably enter. Say I got entered at like 62 and a half. And it looks like I probably would get stopped out. And I see this and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe, you know, I won't get stopped out. but then price ultimately starts to kind of come back down. So this is just another example of like price not really knowing what to do for the day, to be honest. So I think today's definitely a day to just kind of get in, get out. But yeah, say I kept my entry here at 60 to this one. You know, you definitely could have exited at break even, which I probably would try to. Just because it's consolidating a lot. But you see, it seems like price is doing some sort of formation. I don't know what kind of formation this is, but something. If this candle closes blue, then I'll be like, all right, you know what? I'm not going break even. I'm sticking through because this is a good reversal pattern for me, and I'll probably move my stop loss to just below this low, and I would have gotten stopped out right there. And even if I didn't, I would have got stopped out below this low. So since this is a fail and the 144 is about to close and it's looking very, very bearish, I would go short. I'd probably go short, enter short right now, and then my stop loss would be above the 70 level. So say I entered at like 34, then our target would be at 24. But also you got to remember that we're coming into that low volume node area, so it's a little risky. So if I enter at 34, we need to go to at least halfway through the low volume node. So let's see. So this is our entry right here. And then once we would move our stop loss to break even once we kind of hit this area. And the stop is above the highs right here. And also what I tend to notice is this 25 area is a good area to kind of enter. So you can see it entered at 43 and would have been a break even by now. Stop loss, break even. We already hit that break even point right here, and we would have gotten our fill right there. So, you know, it's just a matter of really trying to analyze the market. And the fact that this 144 candle had a down close candle with this 34 zone looking good for the upside, but yet the 144 candle close to the downside, and with all the other factors from the 233, from the 377, you can kind of squeeze your ideas into one more like main path. And for me, that would just to go short right here. But yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. Just analyzing the market, looking at different time frames. Definitely looking at this volume profile for sure. The volume profile is so clutch. I think it's good to move your profit targets and everything to more of the low volume nodes because there tends to be very quick reactions there. But yeah, with that being said, just stay true to yourself, stick to your trading plan. Don't overdo it, don't overthink. Stay calm, cool, and collected, and peace.